Hello. Welcome to my little panel. In this panel, we shall explore the national debt, and now you're all locked in, and we're going to talk politics.
Oh, no.
Just kidding. I don't know anything about politics. But I am going to hold this if I can, which I can. Never mind. Hello. My name is Cristina. I'm a voiceover actor. Some of my recent works have been Neo and Kaon, Ribbon in League of Legends, Dynasty Warriors 7, and Extreme Legends as Leanne Schur. I'm directing Skullgirls, and I also play Cerebella. And right here we have, never mind, I was going to give away a secret. We have a voice actress in the room who you will soon know. Yeah. Please don't post this online. Let's see, what else have I done recently? I'm working on a really, really amazing show. Well, I just finished it, and I can't tell you about it. I'm also working on a really, really amazing video game, and I can't tell you about it.
No.
I wish I could. I wish I could.
No Vermillion?
Noelle, I have recorded more Noelle, I'll say that. Oh, and also, you guys know Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
I am totally twin-tailed cat girl, dual monster. I played a cat, and then a cat monster, and then like some weird things. Been like news reporter. I'm proud.
Yay.
Very proud to be on Yu-Gi-Oh. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just open it up to some questions. And
what inspired you to be a voice actress?
what inspired me? Let's see. It had to be Disney cartoons, but when you're a kid, you don't really think about like, oh, there's an actor behind that character. There used to be something called on AOL when you would have to like spend hours downloading a single clip of an anime. I downloaded a Sailor Moon clip, and it was in Japanese. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was in Japanese? That's me. My name's spelled right.
You expect us to make a mistake?
No, I know. It's spelled wrong on my badge. Oh no, it's spelled right. I think I'm just expecting it now. What was I saying? Inspiring. Yes, Sailor Moon. I realized that watching it in Japanese that there was an English voiceover actor for that, and I was like, that is really cool. So I'd start downloading clips and then like talking along with them, like, yeah! And then I met friends, and then they're like, yeah, voice acting! And we're like, yeah! And then the internet was born. And there were voice acting communities out on the internet, and I found those, and I was like, sorry friends, but I can only record the Sailor Moon R movie so many times on tape player. So I moved to the internet. And then I started making demo reels, and mind you, I was like 12 years old. So I still have that demo. I'm like, hey, I was really bad. Look how far I've come. A little better now. So I did that. That happened. And like, what was the original question? Inspired, yes.
What inspired you to do
Yeah, so Disney cartoons, I think, started it, and then Sailor Moon. So, yeah. Yes.
What would you say was your definitive moment when you thought to yourself, wow, I'm a voice actor?
Oh yeah, I was walking down the street with David, and this is after I recorded Canaria. I was like, oh snap, I'm a voice actor, I did it! Like, yeah! And it was like this whole movie moment, like he looked at me in the air, I'm like, yeah! And that really happened. It did. But I think that was it. And still, there are still moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. Whenever like a big role comes along, or even just a role that you feel you did well in, and you still get that wow. And I hope that never goes away. Like if that ever goes away, then I don't think it would be worth doing, putting all the work into voice acting. Any other questions?
favorite role throughout your career?
I'm gonna say this. You know, I feel like every role I do, it's like, oh, I love this character so much. It's my favorite role ever. But this character that I just did, it really is my favorite role ever. And I can't say what it is. But I just finished recording it, and like after, it was just kind of that feeling where it's like, yeah, that was really amazing. And I'm glad that I got to be this character and to go on this journey with this character. And tears were shed. Not really, but inside tears. I'm really happy. But I guess my favorite video game role though so far is definitely Noelle. Noelle and Mu and Lambda and Mu and Beta. Is there any Beta yet?
No,
Not yet. Hopefully there will be. And I will be there.
Best characters ever.
Yeah, they're really fun. It's really fun when you get to do like a character and then go back in for that character, because it's so much easier. You're not thinking about the voice anymore. You're not thinking about the personality. You're just thinking about what's on the page right there. And it gets a lot easier. When it's easier, it's funner. So Noelle, I've revisited many times now, it feels like. So yeah, she's definitely my favorite. And favorite video game? League of Legends. Favorite food? Pizza.
Any particular pizza?
Who said that?
I.
Oh, favorite pizza? I like vegetable pizzas.
Okay.
Yeah. Meaty pizzas. Lots of meat, bacon. Bacon and sausage and lamb. Buffalo. I've had buffalo with Rebecca Forstad, actually. She's like, here, there's some buffalo. I'm like, oh, I'm scared. And she's like, no, try it. And I ate it. I'm like, no, I'm never eating this again. It's just because, you know, you see like the majestic buffalo roaming in the fields. It's like, I can't believe I just ate that. So sad. And I didn't eat meat for 2 weeks, and then I was like, I'm over it. So yeah, that happened. In Colorado, yes.
So you're directing your first game, Skullgirls. What can you tell us about that experience? What's been new for you, and what were you not expecting when you're directing?
I was kind of nervous at first, but it's so much easier than acting, because the actor's doing all the hard work. It's just kind of steering them into the right direction. And you're ready when you're cast. If it's cast right, you don't have to do much work at all. It's just telling them, okay, this is the context behind the line that you're saying, and this is how fast it has to be. A lot of times it's just like, faster, we need it faster, faster. No, a little bit faster. That's mainly it, and you just have to know the story, and you also have to keep account of how the other characters sound and what the other characters are saying, and kind of imagine it, how they're sounding together at the same time. So, it's really good. I'm having a lot of fun with Skullgirls, and yeah, hello. We are talking, we're answering and questions, so if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Yes.
Any voiceover horror stories inside the booth?
Yeah. Let's see.
If you're comfortable enough to share.
There was one line in K-On! And I watched the DVD and I was dreading that moment because I'm like, oh, this line's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be so terrible. And it passed. I'm like, I was like that, and nobody would have known that it took like 50 takes to do that. Just say like 5 words. It's because like sometimes when you're recording, the Japanese doesn't always translate, and so you're not getting the same feeling from the Japanese. So we did this line and we did it like every single inflection, and then we went back and we wrote the line, and that wasn't working. And I think at the end they're just like, you know what? We'll find it. We have like 100 takes. And also one time we were recording for a video game, and we were on the last day of recording. We had to finish that day. And we started late, and we went on till about 3 a.m. in the morning. So that was definitely the hardest session I've done, because it was like, gotta be energetic. I sound drunk. So we didn't finish, because I did sound pretty drunk. I was like, hey, flamethrower. So we tried, we really did try. But other than that, there's nothing really like, those really aren't bad things that have happened. It's just out of the ordinary things. Yeah. Yes.
Have you started the second second season of Count yet?
No, I really hope we get to do it though, but I haven't heard anything about the second season of K-On! There's a movie coming out too that I hope we get to dub. I want to see that. So, yeah. Any other questions? Yes.
Difference between recording for video game and recording for the anime?
Video games are a lot easier because anime, it's so restricted because in video games you have the Japanese and sometimes they play you it, but you're free to do whatever inflection you like as long as you're playing the scene right, and a lot of the times you're not following a time code, you can just go. And in anime, it's so tough because in Japan it's not even that hard because they just go and they say it and there's not the mouth flaps, so we have the flaps that we have to talk to. So it's kind of like singing and getting the pattern right, and sometimes it takes a lot to get it exactly right. So it's definitely more challenging to do anime, which is why a lot of original animation people who do like a lot of cartoons, they don't want to do anime because like all that freedom's taken away where you're so constricted to matching mouth flaps.
Which would you say is your favorite K-On! Song?
My favorite K-On! Song is My Love is a Stapler. Yeah. And I also like Mio's song, the one with the bass. You totally know what I'm talking about, right? I love this song.
Sing it.
I don't know it. Yeah. My Love is a Stapler is really fun. My least favorite song, that's not the question, but it's Don't Say Lazy, because it's so hard to sing. But I like the way it sounds. I just wanted to sing it. Yes? Yeah.
Have you ever had people recognize you on the street, and what was like your reaction whenever they recognized you?
I used to work at a comic book store, so they would recognize me, not from voice acting at the comic book store, but from anime TV. They'd be like, oh my gosh. But it's never like, oh my gosh, you're Cristina Vee. It's like, oh my gosh, how is Johnny? How is Johnny on Bosch doing? What's he like? Like, he's awesome. And I think I got recognized at Subway once. I'm sorry, I'm messing with my heel because I got my toe stuck in my shoe. So that's what's going on down here. But yeah, I've been recognized there, and I think the first time that I was recognized from public was at a convention at Anime Expo before I started doing my voice acting, and it was because of my YouTube channel. And that was really interesting. It was really fun. She was so excited. I was like, oh, thank you. That's interesting when that happens. Yes?
Do you recommend any techniques for things you should take to keep your voice, especially doing video games? You gotta do a lot of screaming or with singing. You lose your voice all the time.
Yes. Sometimes you get sick when you're voice acting and you lose your voice. And the thing that you really have to do is you have to start using those nasal washes. You squeeze water up your nose.
Oh.
Yep.
Sexy.
Yep.
All right.
That's really it really helps though to keep your voice healthy. And yeah, I was for Alyssa from Tekken, I lost my voice completely. And it's something that you have to work through because they can't stop production for that. It's like, okay, Cristina, you gotta make your voice better now. So I'm like, okay. So I did Tekken, and the entire time my voice, I was like fighting against congestion. But we did it, and it came out pretty good. We just had to take a lot of takes. So